Has anything been happening, or is it just nothing?
What are you on about now?
If it's just nothing, why can I hear screaming?
I can't hear anything.
Why is there a hovering moon?
What do you mean?
What's all the thumping and screeching about?
There is no screeching.
What?
What?
Come with me through the curtain of blurred colons and find out what's going on in my cancer chemo story. Is there something going on? Welcome to the Tumotastic.
Video diary number 45.
Hi, Skatz here, I think.
I know who you are.
It's Friday, October the 25th. The nights are drawing in. Welcome to video diary number 45 on Still Alive, where we don't like to die before we die. Or do we? What's happening?
Oi, sort yourself out.
What's been happening this week?
I don't know, I'm stuck in your scary arse all day.
It's been a very odd week. It's possible that nothing has happened at all, but it's also possible that everything has happened all at once. I'll tell you what, I'll tell you all about the nothing that's happened and see if you can decide what's real, and if it's not, is it something to do with Freddy the Tumour, or is it just me?
It ain't me.
The first thing that happened, or did it, was a gig on Sunday, I think. Not my gig. I wasn't singing. Well, I was, but only singing along from my table with Liz, because we were having a bite to eat and a bottle to drink. It might have been several bottles, and I think this might be where the confusion began.
I think I could do with a drink.
We carried on drinking after we got home, and the singing got louder and everything got a bit hazy and foggy, except for the moon hovering over Africa. I'm sure that was real, wasn't it?
The moon hovering over, poncy bloody weirdo.
You can see Africa on a clear night from the kitchen terrace, so it's possible. Anyway, it wasn't there when we woke up. It wasn't dark anymore. Liz said, "What time is it? I can't see with me eyes." I said, "I can't open mine." And then I sneezed and they popped open and let in the headache. Oh, and that wasn't nice. And there was a screaming noise from outside. At least I think it was outside, but my insides were hurting, so it could have been in there. My nose was blocked, and it was running at the same time. How is that possible? But it was. I think it was a cold, or the flu, or the plague.
The plague? What are you going on about?
Funny thing was, I wasn't fluey all the time. It was all on and off, different bits of me hurting. If it wasn't my head, it was my back, and then my ankles, and then my ears, and then just on one side of my face. It carried on for days, in between bouts of sneezing and nose running. I'd filled up tons of hankies. Oh, it was tiring. On and off and on and off. I'm sure wine doesn't make that happen. Do you think it was the chemo still making me go all funny?
There's definitely something going on, but it ain't funny.
I was a bit worried. Then it stopped for a while. Then I woke up on Wednesday and it was happening again. I was supposed to have a music practice with my old bandmate on Thursday, but we decided we'd best not. He's on drugs, you know. I don't mean the old wacky-backy loopy ones. I mean the ones for his blood pressure, and his immune system is shot as bad as mine, so it was probably best we didn't get close to each other.
Are you sure it's him who's on drugs?
Then everything went a bit strange.
Things were already a bit bloody strange.
I was trying to sell some of my music things on Facebook, I think, and lots of messages were coming in asking me if what I was selling was still available. Well, I said, of course they are. I've only just put the bloody adverts up. It says so on your computer. If it wasn't available, it would say sold. They said I was only asking. They said, yes, it's available. Then I gave away an old television.
Climb out of the rabbit hole before it's too late.
You see, I'd been using it as a second monitor for my computer, but one day it wouldn't turn on. He said, when can I pick it up? I said, any time you want. I'm here. Where are you? He said, I'm only down the road. How heavy is it? I said, it's not too heavy, but I wouldn't want to carry it down that hill. It's like the north face of Everest. I said, can you wait until my wife gets back with the car and I'll drive it down? He said, that's fine. There's no hurry. And then Liz got back, so I took it straight down there. He said, has it got HDMI? I said, yes, 4 of them. He said, oh, that's nice. Then he carried it off to fix it. He had a big spider on his shirt.
Stay away from the spiders.
Well, I got back home and the screaming was happening again. It was coming from up the hill, so I went up to have a look.
No, don't go go and look. Have you never seen an horror film?
And there was a huge thumping, screeching tower of a machine making all kinds of ungodly noises. I said, "Que pasa?" That means what's going on. They said, "We're drilling." I said, "Oh, that's nice. What are you drilling for?" They said, "Because we've been told to." I said, "No, I mean, are you drilling for oil or something?" They said, "No, we're making a well." I said, "Oh, that's nice. It's a bit noisy." They said, "What?" I said, "It's a bit noisy." And they said, "Aye, well, the place is full of rocks and they're noisy buggers, them rocks." I said, "I'm a bit confused." And they said, "Yes, you look it. What's the source of your confusion?"
You're confused. I'm bloody confused.
I said, "What I can't understand is this." They said, "What?" I said, "You're drilling for water." They said, "Yes." I said, "Why are you doing it at the top of an hill?" They said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, if the water's all the way down there, why don't you just go down there? You'll be a lot closer to it." They said, "Now then, we've been drilling for water all our lives, man and boy, and we know what we're doing." So I said, "How long's it going to take?" They said, "It'll take as long as it takes." I said, "Well, I can't argue with that." And I left them to it. I think they might be the same lads that were doing up the apartments down the hill for about 2 bleeding years. And then they stopped, and someone must have said, "We'd best keep 'em busy. Tell 'em to drill for water from up the hill. It'll keep them off the streets."
I don't remember any of this happening.
At least I think that's what happened. Next thing I knew, I was sitting in the garden having a cup of coffee, and I got bitten loads of times by a mosquito on top of my head. I think it might have done something to me brain. And what with the fluey cold thing happening and the screaming machine, I was beginning to think I might be hallucinating.
One of us is. Is it me? What did you give me?
Anyway, I went on Tinternet and bought myself some multicoloured hats, I think. Quite a few of them, actually. Well, you've got to be careful with all those mosquitoes about, and the sun is closer to us here in the mountains, so it's best to play safe. I said, "Are these mosquito-proof hats?" They said, "They can withstand a nuclear blast." I said, "Oh, that's nice." So I bought a full set of body armour as well, made of the same stuff, and filled it with repellent. Those bloody mosquitoes won't stand a chance. At least I think that's what happened.
What is he talking about nuclear multicoloured hats for? Stop the world, I want to get off.
Then I couldn't find the hats and the suits, so I bought a necklace and a ring just to check it was all really happening. Oh, they did look lovely. They brought out my eyes, so I had to put them in again. I mean, they're no use on the outside, are they? I was back having a cup of coffee in the garden with the screaming machine up the hill. I said, "Where's the necklace?" to the man sitting beside me. And he said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Who are you?" He said, "I'm the King of Spain. I'm here for a picnic." I said, "Oh, that's nice. You're very welcome, Your Majesty, but watch out for the mosquitoes. Would you like to borrow an hat?" He said, "No, I've got me crown, thank you. That'll be sufficient."
That's it, I'm calling the doctor.
At least I think that's what happened. I might need a day off.
You need more than a day, mate. You need locking up.
Maybe I'm just overworked. There's been such a lot going on with the screaming machine and the mosquito hats and the King of Spain and the random song thing.
Wait a minute. It's that bloody random word song. It sent you over the edge.
There's such a lot going on.
Calm down. Everything's gonna be all right.
Have you seen me necklace?
I'll get you your necklace, okay? It's all fine.
I've got some kings to sell on Facebook, you know.
I'll buy you all of your kings and just have a sit down while I get my wallet.
Mosquitoes!
Don't worry. Here's a nuclear hat. What?
I think I need a lie down.
Yeah, you have a rest, mate.
I'm going to take a week off.
That's right. You do that. And don't panic.
I know. Next week I'll release the random song that you all made me write.
No!
Too many random words. They don't make sense.
I know it's all going wrong again. Get me the syringe.
Tickety-boo! Tickety-boo! What does it mean?
Hold him down. Hold him down.
La! On that note, that's all for this week, I think, but next week I'll be back.
No, you won't.
No, I won't. I think I'm having a rest. That's what I'm doing. I'm sure I'll have plenty more to talk about, though, when I do come back after this song, Tickety-boo.
No, not tickety-boo.
Thank you so much for continuing to follow my story and sending those lovely messages of support, and for doing the GoFundMe thing. I think I'm not very well.
Whatever you are, you're not tickety-boo. No!
Tune in next Friday for something. It might be nothing, it might be a song, whatever it is, it'll be another thrilling episode of
One Flew Over the Chickadee-Boo's Nest.
Keep your fingers and your toes crossed, you lovely people. And as always, raise your drinking receptacle with me. The toast is still alive.
I'm not sure we are anymore.
Let's all do the still alive dance.
Not the dance! Not the bloody dance!